Hey guys, I just recorded the video and I noticed that the whole video I was looking at somewhere off in the distance. I wasn't even looking at the camera, so I just want to apologize for that. Try to ignore it, but yeah, I have no idea where I was looking at. I'm recording with my phone, so that made it a little bit different. So yeah, alright, just wanted to say that. Enjoy the video. Alright, it's been a while and we're nearing the end of the year already. Still no haircut, but whatever, that's pretty much out of the question right now. So this video is going to be on the PlayStation Vita in 2020. I know some of you guys still have it. I posted a picture on it on Instagram the other day and somebody replied saying that they still had it and they still play it. But is it any good nowadays? And should you buy one if you don't have one? Is it worth it? Let's check it out. Let me just get one of the main questions out of the way. How much is it in 2020? And unfortunately, it's pretty expensive. Now I've seen some that cost around $200, which is fairly reasonable. I mean, I still think that's a lot for a console that was made in 2012 and is pretty much dead. But that's rare. If you see one for about 200 bucks, that's probably going to be used and in bad condition or something. New ones, however, I've seen them go for $400, $500. Some of them you have to import from Japan. You can't find them at Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, or any of those stores. You have to order it online. And they could be difficult to find. With that said, let me tackle some other questions. Is it fun to use? Short answer is yes, to an extent. Now, if you're going to be playing games you've never played before, it's going to be a great time. If you're into indie games and the games that are already available for the Vita, then you should have no problem. You're going to have some fun. But, and I experienced this very quickly, it could get dull. So the games that are available at the moment don't get updates anymore. You don't have any downloadable content, extra missions, races, vehicles, whatever, you name it. You're not going to be getting any of that now. The sad thing is that the PS Vita has so much potential, and it had some great games at the start, like Uncharted, Golden Abyss, Need for Speed, Black Ops. But since the Vita died and people stopped supporting it, those games died with it. And not many, if any, games are being released for it at the moment, especially not games that are of any high caliber. On top of that, if you're playing on the Vita, nowadays the display might feel a bit cheap. The console itself still feels sturdy, strong, it feels good. But the display, 8 years old, technology has advanced past that. At the time the PS Vita came out, I believe the biggest phone out was like the Note 2 or something that had a 5.5 inch screen. The iPhone at the moment had like a 3.5 inch display. It was the iPhone 4S. It's tiny, very small. Nowadays, the average phone has like a 5.5 inch and above size display. The one I have now, the Note 10 Plus, has a 6.8 inch display. So if I use that and then I go to the Vita's going to feel incredibly small. And on top of that, the screen resolution on the Vita does not compare to that of phones. It's just not going to look good if you've been using a phone, if you've been gaming on a phone for at least the last 2 to 3 years. When the Vita came out, the graphics on it were very good. They were almost like PlayStation 3 quality graphics. But nowadays, PS4, PS5 coming up very soon, even smartphones have good graphics. The PS Vita just doesn't hold up anymore. So my experience with the Vita, it really was one of my, if not my favorite console. I was a big PSP fan back in 2007, 2008, you know, those years. And since 2010, since I heard rumors of there being a new PSP called the PS Vita, I always kept on watching YouTube videos, looking for leaked images, information, pricing, and all that stuff. I was super excited about it. And then 2 years later, it finally came out. I actually bought Uncharted, a case, and a memory card a week before the Vita even was released in the United States. I had everything ready, and then the Vita came out, bought it after school, and played. It was my favorite console, best 250 bucks I ever spent. You know, the first year was excellent. Besides the fact that I didn't really have money to buy games. I did have a few, but I didn't have money to buy more. It was very fun. But then about 2 years later, they weren't supporting it as much, and I got bored of the games I had. Didn't have much use for it. I just had it there, wasn't using it much, so I sold it on eBay. And then fast forward, what, 5 years? 6 years actually? I bought another one because I wanted to go back and play the games I never played, like Killzone and Black Ops. And I miss playing FIFA on the Vita. It was really fun. I don't know why, just I found it really fun. So I did that. I passed those games, and once again, I'm bored. I don't have much to do with the Vita now. I passed all the games I wanted to play, and I don't really have many options. I'm not into indie games or anything, so I have nothing else to do with it besides replay the games I already passed, but I don't really feel like doing that. So would I recommend getting a Vita for the first time? If you have the money, it's really difficult to recommend it. I would say yes, but it's expensive. If you could find a good used one for around $100, then yes. go ahead and buy it. It's a good purchase. You're gonna have fun. It'll be worth it. But if you can't find any that are under 200, if the new ones only cost 500 or 400 and above, it's too expensive. In a few months, you're probably going to be burnt out. Games aren't supported once again. Doesn't look as good as it used to. In that case, I would just recommend getting a Nintendo Switch or even a PlayStation 4. You'd have more fun with those, and you get new games, support, updates, multiplayer. People are playing online. Nobody's playing on the Vita online anymore. I tried playing Black Ops and nobody at all. So unfortunately, the PlayStation Vita is pretty much dead. So much potential just gone. If they made another one, I would still buy it in a heartbeat. I'm still a big fan of portable consoles from PlayStation. I don't have the Switch because I'm not really into those Nintendo games, but if PlayStation made another one, oh, I would buy it for sure. Tell me in the comment section below if you have a PlayStation Vita. What do you think of it? How long have you had it for? And if you enjoy it. Also, make sure to subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.